in regards to the Sniper Wolf situation. And I just want to rewind it back really quick here. About a year ago, Sniper Wolf was going ahead and doing a lot of reaction content, and people were calling her out, rightfully so. She was stealing other people's creation or their video and then reacting to it with like really stupid reactions. It was terrible. I will be honest, it's absolutely terrible. Now, this one YouTuber with about 1 million subscribers named One Giant Onion went ahead and reacted to her video by not reacting at all. It was actually kind of funny. I loved his video at that point. But he was just sitting there still, dead-faced. It was funny, I'll say that. But 8 months or so later, he then gets a strike on his channel, and he claimed that it was from Sniper Wolf. Now, here's where this situation is. I thought when I first saw it, and this was about 2 weeks ago, I thought that Sniper Wolf was not the one that struck him. And it was weird for her to do that. Because as many things as Sniper Wolf is, a copyright strike like that was at least weird in my opinion. And honestly speaking, no big channels were talking about it. So I thought I was crazy. And you know what? It's just between them. Let them figure it out. Fast forward 2 weeks on July 7th. And here we have every big creator talking about it. And that was weird for me because they're going ahead and saying Sniper Wolf did this or whatever. And honestly, I would agree with a lot of people, especially Charlie as a whole, when it came to like, you know, shit creators do and then them getting away with scummy shit. But I found it a little unwarranted. And funny enough, on July 8th, the time this video is going up, and me just going ahead and getting on the internet, I see Charlie put out an apology video showing that he was wrong, that Sniper Wolf was technically in the right. And that's interesting. But this is a bigger issue we need to talk about. This is a conversation I think a lot of creators, people who enjoy their content, and people who are just generally on YouTube need to be aware about, because content creation on YouTube is a very, very interesting matter at hand. Look, if I as a content creator go ahead and put out a video, there's always going to be some schmuck out there that's going to go ahead and strike it because I use his likeness, like tech leads. Or there's going to be some schmuck that thinks that they own my content because of whatever. Or if they want to dox me or whatever, they'll find some way to do it on YouTube. It's terrible. And YouTube's copyright content, or their copyright system, however we want to go ahead and call it, it's actually terrible. I don't like it. I don't think any other content creator even likes it to begin with. And we generally like to stay away from it. However, we also understand that YouTube does one thing very well, and that is people who want to, you know, dress themselves up as another content creator and try to content strike another creator. That's kind of hard to do on YouTube's content, ID thing. And this is where the story kind of gets interesting, because not only did someone go ahead and take Sniper Wolf's likeness and strike another channel, we saw this when Bungie went ahead and showed people that someone was striking other people's content and channels down and pretending to be Bungie, taking them to court and slammed them. But YouTube was even stricter on the requirements for this thing to not happen, and yet it did. And this is something we really can't blame YouTube for. So I'm hoping Sniper Wolf takes the, initiative to hunt down and find this person and prosecute, or get a prosecutor to prosecute them and, sue them for likeness abuse or whatever you could sue them for. To be honest, I don't know the legality behind all of this, but that's what I hope she does, because you saw this with the whole Bungie situation and Bungie winning out. So I'm pretty sure Sniper Wolf has a very solid case here. But why does anyone want to do this? Because if you think about it, when you strike a video and you strike it down, you're not really getting the proceeds from it. You're doing that to just be a dick. If you copyright it, there's a lot of, when you copyright strike down a video, you don't get the money from it. You're just doing it to be a dick or to, take down someone's channel. And that's terrible. It takes a lot of time for anyone to build up their audience base. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and there was a lot I had to go ahead and do for 400. So I can imagine someone with 1 million subscribers and how much effort they put in, and that going away just because some dickhead wants to go ahead and do this. I can imagine their frustration. So it's warranted for Sniper Wolf to go after them. And when Giant Onion, you have the entire side of the community on your side, so you're good. But with that being said, it's weird for them to do that. Now, I can't tell you what the motive is. I thought, you know, if this is a troll, this is a really shit troll. And if it's trying to send out a message or pander to a Sniper Wolf, well, here's the thing. That's not going to do anything because she's going to come after you with a lawsuit, hopefully. Because she doesn't really want to do anything with this kind of strike on her reputation, which is already bruised, held up with bandages and toothpicks and stuff like that. So now we have to have a conversation for audiences and for content creators alike. We need to understand that bullying someone just because they made some content about something does not go ahead and give you the right to bully them and bully their channel and their growth and take them down. In fact, you want to criticize them? Make a YouTube video criticizing them. This is what I do with my channel, right? You want to go ahead and point out a counter argument. You want to go ahead and do whatever. Make a video, do something, or support another creator that has the point of view that you like. It's completely your free will. But bullying them is not going to get you anywhere. In fact, it's completely adverse to what you want to get done. And honestly, everyone's going to see you like a piece of shit, that you probably are if you did this kind of, takedown shit or whatever. And let's be honest, I'm not going to have sympathy for you, and I doubt the rest of the internet will. So where do we go from here? Where does this person go? And, what is the big picture? Well, to be honest, as long as we're having as long as we are having this conversation about how content creators should act towards one another, how there should not be bullying, there's a golden conduct, I guess, we all fall under, and our audiences aren't going ahead and doing anything stupid or being an absolutely retarded troll and trying to take down another channel because I don't know, they didn't like how they looked or something like that. I could care less, right? It's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to make everyone hate you. And I think honestly, you're destroying the entire point of why you're even doing this in the first place. There's no good point. There's no good reason to do it. So I guess that's all I have to say on this matter. If any of you are blaming Sniper Wolf, look, you can blame her for a lot of things. I will too. Like she goes ahead and steals content without linking their content and all that stuff or whatever. That was a point a year ago that you could go ahead and levy against her on. But as of right now, with this situation, she's completely innocent. If you guys have been harassing her, don't. And honestly speaking, this is where responsibilities as viewers and content creators should be. Don't blame an innocent person. Don't blame an innocent person for things that they didn't do. In fact, support them when they're innocent and then criticize them when they're guilty of something and then go on from there. I think everyone can agree with that, and this makes this community a lot better as a whole. But with that being said, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you dislike it, and practically, I'm out. See ya. Bye.